What's up, guys? It's Primal, and we are back today with episode number 6 of our No Spear Grid Challenge, No Aeon Challenge that we are running today. Last time I did mention that I missed a pretty important overdrive for Kamari that you can get from the bombs back on the Mian High Road. So I'm going to try to get an encounter here. Alright, so I wasn't able to get it this time, so what I'm going to do is I am going to cut, and I will be back as soon as I'm able to find the bomb. Alright guys, that didn't take too long. Let's go ahead and get this going here. Kamari has learned self-destruct, and that will be a big part of this next boss fight that we're going to be going into. What I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, of course not. That is like one of the most annoying features ever. Okay, I just need to get one of them too. Okay. There we go. Okay. Got one to escape. I just don't really have any reason. Oh my gosh. There we go. I just didn't really have any reason to stay and hang out and fight these guys. I got the self-destruct that I was looking for, so we're gonna get up out now. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that we have that, we can go ahead and continue forward. That was just pretty big because of the Sin Spawn GUI coming up that we're fixing to be fighting. It's probably the first boss fight that I have a decent chance of dying on, so we're going to go ahead and come stock up on some potions and whatnot before we go and take these guys on. No, is it you? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some potions. Go. Let's continue on. I do think I am going to go ahead and use the free chocobo that we get, just because it'll speed this process up tremendously. Alright. So I do know about the few chests down Old Road. I probably am going to go get one of them. However, I don't want to get the crest that I know is down here, just for organizational purposes later on. But let's go ahead and jump up here and get this first. Heat Lance, very nice. That'd have been great the last fight game. That was much quicker than trying to go all the way on foot. So we're going to go ahead and swing around here. And go grab a couple chests that are down in this area as well. What we got here? Thunderblade, there we go. I think that's Lightning Strike for Titus. And a Scout. That should be Sensor for Waka. I believe. Let's verify that. Yep, oh, it's Thunderblade for Orin. Very nice. Okay, and then the Scout is also Thunderstrike Sensor. So that will be very helpful the next underwater boss fight that we have for Waka to have that Thunderstrike weapon for sure. Oh, I forgot Waka was down here. You got anything?
Coming down to you. You can't run a business. Safe.
What do you got? Just normal junk. Okay.
Sure, I'll love it.
All good? Okay. Don't know if there's anything else. I do know about this chest here. However, I am going to leave it just for organizational purposes later on in the videos. We will be coming back for that later, as it is a very important item. I believe it is the crest for Orin. I could be wrong, but I think it's Orin. Alright, let's come let Daddy Seymour come to our rescue again. There's Donna again.
You have to leave your chocobos here. Come on, everyone off.
Yeah. What? Let's come on through here.
Gata and Luzu reporting, sir.
This is the last of them.
Good to have you with us. Go on through.
Show me how to play Blitz sometime.
Wait around. We'll have Sin beaten in no time.
Alright, so this guy's gonna try to deny entry, and then we're gonna let Daddy Seymour come to the rescue.
Hey, you're a summoner.
ahead and come
and
on
our
back.
guardians, right? Sorry for the inconvenience.
Don't worry
Thank
about
you
it.
for your cooperation.
I didn't want to know anyway. Don't think, no. Okay.
So, we meet again, Lady Yuna.
Yes?
You look troubled. Is there anything I can do?
Well...
I see.
Maester Seymour, let me show you to the command center.
Hold. I have a request.
Yes, Your Grace.
I need to have Summoner Yuna and her guardians let through to the command center.
But Maester Seymour... Maester Seymour, sir.
Do not worry. I will take full responsibility.
Very well, they may pass.
It is done.
Oh, thank you, Your Grace.
Yuna, it's time to go.
Oh, right.
Who does he think he is?
He's a maester. Better get used to it, yeah?
He has everybody but Titus fooled, it seems.
All hail, Maester Seymour.
Brave crusaders of Spira, protectors of all Spira. Believe in the path you have chosen. Let faith be your strength. I, Seymour Guado, Maester of Yevon, will bear witness to your deeds today.
Sir!
What's going on? Why is Maester Seymour backing the Crusaders, eh? They're using Albed's Machina. They're violating the teachings.
Even going against the teachings, they're willing to risk it for the greater good. Waka, I think Maester Seymour sees that too.
Lulu!
I can only speculate.
Ask him yourself.
Ah, Sir Oren, it is an honor. I would be most interested in hearing what you've been doing these past 10 years.
I've got nothing to say about it.
I see. Sir Oren must be a great asset as a guardian.
Your Grace!
Please, there's no need for formalities.
Excuse me. Maester Seymour, why is your lordship present here, sir?
Please, speak as you normally would.
Isn't this operation against the teachings of Yevon? Aren't you gonna stop them?
It's true. I should. However, both the Crusaders and the Al-Bed truly wish peace for Spira. This Operation Mihen was born from that wish they share. Although it may be sacrilege to Yevon, their intentions are pure. And I, Seymour Guado, the person, not the Maester of Yevon, as a denizen of Spira, I wish them well in their endeavor.
But using Machina, that's bad, isn't it?
Pretend you didn't see them.
Beg your pardon, but that's not something a Maester should say.
Then pretend I didn't say it.
You're kidding.
From the first time I laid eyes on him, I never did like Seymour. But you know, some of the things he said that day, they made a lot of sense to me.
Alright, so with that going, we can now start slowly working our way towards the command center. There is a little skip you can do that, like this guy will just kind of push you. Alright, so you see how he runs through that.
Excuse me, Lady Summoner Yuna?
Yes.
The command center. Maester Seymour requests your presence there, ma'am.
Thank you.
And he kind of runs back and forth there. You can use him as a little
road to
bump.
the command center. It's not far. We're still in the midst of preparations this way. Sorry.
So you can kind of get this guy to kind of bump you forward and just do a little skip there. Ooh, this fight looks lovely. Woo! Alright. That wasn't cool.
Bring it on.
Alright, so we're going to hit this guy with a dark attack. Try to blind him up a little bit. It doesn't matter, he still lands his hit. Alright, orange still does one-shot that guy, so that is quite a bit of help there. Okay, sweet. Now I can go ahead and have Waka raise up Yuna. Phoenix down action. Alright, so they do have about 1800 health. So this is a pretty good encounter to show you guys, because it's probably one of the tougher ones that will show up along this route. So we are going to go ahead and try to blind both of them. Alright, so I do have darkness on both, so that will definitely help as far as making them not be able to hit me. I'm going to take one more turn and cure Orin. He's going to kind of be doing the brunt lifting here. Another miss. Very nice. Ooh, that's a bonus miss there. Alright, I'm going to try to get dark back on this guy again. Didn't seem like I landed it there, but that's okay.
No problem.
I'm going to go try to hit and get Oh, I do think I got slow on him though. Ooh, and he keeps missing. Very nice. Okay. I can't tell if he's moving slower than the other one or not. Ooh, yeah, these hits hurt. When they hit you, they're big hits, that's for sure. Alright. So he has darkness on, so let's see if I can get him taken out. Alright. Oh, another big miss there. Right, got that one taken care of. Ooh, I got darkness back on him too. It's a good little start for this coming up. But yeah, as long as you have darkness and if you manage to land slow, it's an even bigger bonus. As long as you got those two things, you're pretty much okay on these guys though. At this point, it's just kind of whittling him down. Very nice. Alright, the Seeker Shield. What do we got there? Oh, plus 5% HP. Nice. Let's go ahead and sort this stuff so I don't accidentally use all my good stuff. We are going to go ahead and get our formation back. Again, the reason we make sure Yuna and Tidus is both in the front is just because of their speeds. What do you got? Ice Strike. I think this could possibly be used later. I'm gonna grab this just in case. I don't need it now, but I think that may be useful later on.
But you, lad, welcome.
And on the items, I would like to go ahead and grab a few more Phoenix Downs just in case. Alright, I'm officially out of guild now. So, kind of one thing that's a little more common than like in regular playthroughs. I feel like there's always been plenty of money to go around, but in this, it always seems like there's a little bit of a struggle. Alright, so now we're going to try to work our way through. Mushroom Rock. There is one more encounter here that is... Oh, there he is, too. So, this guy right here. He is not cool if he hits you. So, you definitely want to make sure that you don't trigger his pollen counterattack. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Waka for this flyer here. I doubt he hits him, but I'm going to give it a try. Oh, he did hit him. Cool. That's a bonus. We got a fire attack coming out, and then another fire attack. So this is another one where the Tidus's SOS is going to come in pretty handy. Oh, it's fire and blizzard, not fire and water. That's right. Right. Go ahead and hit him with a pretty big little smack there. I just don't really want to play with activating that Fungar's counterattack, is why I didn't want to go ahead and hit him there. Ooh, he had enough to kill me. Alright, let's see. I don't think he counterattacks if you hit him with magic, but I'm honestly not 100% sure, so I would hate to be wrong and find out. However, 192, yeah, he's dead. Okay. I do think they only counter to physical attacks. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I do believe so. Okay. Go ahead and get my formation switched back around again. Go ahead and bump them up just a little. Don't think I need to go all the way. Okay, so this one is definitely, I know it looks a little scarier, but it's definitely a lot easier now that we don't have that stupid fungus guy that hits you with that pollen. So that pollen will put you to sleep, and then everybody that was in that fight uses magic, so you don't wake up until your character just decides to wake up, which is the crazy part. You're just kind of at the mercy of the fiend at that point. I do think, oh, I'm definitely going to take him out now.
Enough.
I was just saying with that crit, I do believe I do take him out, but...
That's how it's done.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get my formation back in. You'll probably see me do that basically after just about every fight. We'll be switching around to get stuff used and then switching characters in and out. I'm going to go on up and get this chest. I'll probably get an extra encounter because of it, but that's okay. 1,000 gil, see, it was definitely worth it. Alright, so there we go. This is the other fiend that can definitely cause some issues if you're not careful. So I could go ahead and cure her. However, at that point, I would probably get another character petrified from it. So I didn't even know they could do that. Wow. I did not know they could target her like that. That's kind of crazy. Learned something new. I figured the AI would know not to target it since it is a character that is useless, basically. Let's go ahead and hit him with a blizzard. I don't remember how much Orin did to that guy. Let's find out. 94. Okay, so he needs to do like 20 more damage. So if she gets a good high roll, she will probably kill it, but... Whew, sorry about that, guys. I definitely will have to edit that out. I just had one heck of a sneeze fit. Alright, so we can go ahead and get moving on here. Okay, so this is a good lesson that this guy does counterattack to magic attacks as well. Luckily, it missed 2 out of 3 characters, but that is a very dangerous fiend there. He can cause a lot of problems if you're not careful. So definitely try to hit him as little as possible. And actually, I'm sure most guides will recommend just running for majority of these fights, but like I said, I feel like it's part of the challenge that I'm giving myself to not be able to really flee. I know I escaped that battle with the bombs earlier, but that was me backtracking and grinding. I feel like that's different than progressing the actual story. Okay, so we got these Garudas again, and this time they are actually regular encounters. So what we're gonna do... it's pretty much the same strategy we did to it earlier. We're just going to go ahead and hit it with dark. And then just keep swatting at it until it dies. Just going to hit it with a power break. As long as you keep dark on it, it's not too crazy hard of a fight. It just can't really hit you very much this way. See, triple miss there. Did lose his dark status, and we got the dark touch to work. Good. So we put it back on him, and we just kind of keep beating him down until he finally goes away. I think the only character he can pretty reliably hit is Orin. I think this is the guy that if you hit it enough, you used to be able to run him off the screen. That's pretty cool. He ain't got much left. Yeah, so I think the only character he can actually like hit during this is like Orin pretty much, so he should be coming to an end right about now. Good grief. Oh, we lost his darkness. Oh yeah, he didn't hit very hard though. The power break must still be on him. See ya. There we go, finally. Goes down. That fight took forever. That's like a minute-long mob fight. Alright. I may go ahead and buy just a ton of these potions whenever we get to the next place that allows us just to use them on healing after fights.
We've been expecting you. Please proceed to the command center.
Alrighty. And now we got a remedy. Just keep on trucking. Again, nothing really too crazy here outside of the that little fire pollen guy right there. Everything else is pretty standard. Go on into Lulu here.
Allow me.
We're gonna hit him with a blizzard. And as far as editing, whatever you guys think in the future, if you would rather me like edit this stuff out, or do you like me showing every encounter and just kind of talking my way through the mob fights as far as what my thought process and what I'm doing is? Definitely just want to make this the best possible viewing experience for you guys. Definitely gotta have her back up, that's for sure. One thing I do like is that we're kind of charging overdrives here, so that's pretty helpful. Alright, as long as he doesn't counter and get Tidus, we should be alright just to go ahead and switch to Orin and take him out now.
As you wish.
Alright, 179, got him. Alright, cool.
That's how it's done.
So for the rest of this episode at least, I will definitely be showing all the encounters for sure. Maybe not in like really big areas like the Thunder Plains, like those really large areas. I may skip around a little bit, but in these smaller areas at least I'll make sure I show everything. Oops. Just in case you get ambushed. I want to say she gives you something, but I hate her voice and I'm not doing it. Alright, another Garuda here. So, again, nothing really fancy with this guy. I did manage to put the slow on him this time, though, so that should definitely speed our process up. And I got the darkness. So now he's got slow and darkness on. And look at all those turns. We definitely got more turns this time. Now I can just kind of mash the X button until he goes. Ooh, that was a big hit until he goes down here. Alright, he's gonna try to hit me with a miss. Another crit. Just gonna keep working our way through. Chop down this guy's HP one hit at a time. And like I said earlier, guys, that Dark Touch weapon for Waka was a huge drop by the Garuda at the beginning of the game. This guy right here is actually who drops it back in Besaid. He gives you, you have a good chance of getting a Dark Touch weapon on somebody, and well, mine just happened to be on one of the best possible characters it could be on, in my opinion. Very nice. Orin has learned the Overdrive Warrior. Alright. Now that we're through there, we got the Bright Bangle. That should be Dark Ward, right? Yeah, Dark Ward. Sweet. Alright, I think everybody's pretty much good on health. We're just gonna switch Waka for Yuna again. Alright, another high potion. Okay, so another fight with one of these petrifying guys. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get him darkened right here, and maybe that will make him. Oh, and it did. He missed. Sweet. Alright, so that worked perfectly. So I did get the darkness from a miss, and Waka learned the warrior overdrive mode. I'm not entirely sure how that is gonna see that SOS blaze. It's coming in handy. I'm not entirely sure how the fight
So, how shall we do this?
will work out later, but man, my brain just fried itself there. And also a side note, the magic can never have its accuracy drop, so inflicting darkness on them doesn't really change anything. I don't really know how warrior mode will work as far as like charging overdrives compared to the stoic, because obviously when they're hitting us right now they're doing tons of damage, so I don't know if it's even worth using anything other than warrior and maybe comrade just as like a secondary. I could see comrade being good just because whenever your allies take damage, but other than that I just don't really see anything else being worth it. Very nice. What you got? X potion. I want to say there's something down there, but for now I'm going to leave it just for the moment. I think that's where the cloudy mirror is for one of the ultimate weapons. Oh, this fight right here is disgusting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to Waka just to make sure we get that guy taken out. And now I'm going to hit one of these fungers. Hope he doesn't counter. Oh, of course he counters. Let's see, who else is going to get it? Ideally, as long as he doesn't get... Okay, he got everybody. Waka's dead. Okay, so basically I think at this point Tidus is pretty much immune to these guys. So there's not really anything that can happen here. Okay, we do get the wake up. So like I said, with Tidus being immune, they're not really any threat at this point, because I don't think Pollen did any damage, right? No, okay, so Pollen does no damage. So the safe play here is to just let pretty much everybody die and let Tidus do his thing. And if Orin gets another hit, then that's cool, but if he doesn't, then it's not a big deal. Alright, they are going after him hard. That's hilarious. Okay, so Orin does go ahead and take that one down. So yeah, again, whenever you are in Kilika, get that SOS fire. It will save you, because I was 100% dead in this fight without it. Without that armor, I was dead in this random encounter. Goes Orin. I love how it says sometimes counters with Pollen, and then almost damn near counters it every time. Okay, head woke up, and boom, got the critical. Alright, so as you can see, it is starting to get a little bit dangerous in some of these random encounters, so you gotta make sure you're prepared. I got pretty lucky there that it was two of the mushroom guys, because that made it to where Tidus was basically immune to 2 out of the 3 enemies in the fight. So that was pretty nice. And I knew the minute they activated his SOS, I was going to be okay. So that's not a big deal at all. Mega Potion. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and take a save spear here. I do believe this next cutscene here is pretty long, so do bear with me on that. Because afterwards we're going to have a pretty serious boss fight. It will be the hardest boss so far, for sure. Alright, let's make our way.
Curses. Ow! Ugh.
He really hates them, huh?
Chapu. He left the sword Waka gave him in Besaid. And he fought with an Albed Machina weapon instead.
That's got nothing to do with it. I just hate these sacrilegious contraptions.
Yeah, as you can see, Waka's hate for the Albed does run pretty deep. Alright, we're almost to the command center now, and then once we get to the command center, we'll have that cutscene and then be ready to go.
It won't work anyway.
Don't say that.
Hmm.
It might be a hopeless campaign. And it might mean defying Yevon. But the Crusaders and the Albed, they're doing their best to defeat sin. They want to rid Spira of sin forever. And that's just what we want too, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right. But I still think Machina are bad news. They're forbidden for a reason.
Lady Summoner, there you are. The command center is that way. Maester Keenock is also there.
Maester Keenock too?
Yes. Please, hurry, my lady.
Alright, so we are coming up on the big boy fight. Let's go see Maester Keenock and Maester Seymour, and then we will get started. First, I am going to try to sneak over to this save spear and to see Waka to pick up some extra potions with some of the gil we farmed on the way here.
Monopoly's a great thing. Things are selling no matter what the price. Oops, sorry, I forgot.
Hey, you went up on it, you sucker. Anyway. Let's buy like 50 potions.
Welcome to Oakas.
Alright, sorry about that little cut, guys. My dog decided that she definitely had to go to the bathroom, so I had to let her out real quick. Alright, we're going to go ahead and sell off some of this gear here. Alright, just the stuff I mainly won't need. It's so hard to get rid of stuff in... That's a good one. It's so hard to get rid of stuff in these kind of runs just because you never really know what you're gonna need. Dang, I really wanted to get to that TKO. Luckily, we can farm Stone Touch weapons here momentarily, but let's go ahead and get this cutscene started.
The operation will begin shortly. Please check all your equipment.
You all right?
Of course not. I came here to fight Sin, but they stick me here.
If you want to prove yourself,
Huh?
first you must complete the tasks you are given.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on forward.
Oh. I had heard from Seymour, but I didn't know if we'd actually meet. Good to see you, Oren. 10 years, is it?
That's Wen Keenock, one of the 4 maesters of Yevon. He leads the warrior monks, and also commands the Crusaders.
All troops ready to move at your command, sir.
Good. Dismissed.
Sir!
Tell me, Oren, where have you been the last 10 years?
We don't have time for this now, do we?
This plan won't work. You know that. We'll just let them dream a little longer.
What?
Lord Keenock.
Oh, yes. Proceed.
That Keenock a maester?
I heard that, Oren. A lot has happened the last 10 years. What were you doing and where?
Fulfilling a promise I made to a friend. I still am.
Just tell me one thing. Have you seen Zanarkand?
I kinda think we don't belong here.
It is time at last. We must tell the Al-Bed waiting outside to begin the operation at once. The fiends may break through. This place is not safe. Make sure you're prepared to defend yourselves. Tell me when you're ready.
Alrighty, we're just gonna sneak over here and grab this chest I couldn't help but see during the cutscene there. And then I would like to peek back out and go save again. That way we can just save ourselves the pain of watching that again if this guy does manage to take us out here. Because like I said, it is very possible. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure our team is set up. I think I'm gonna switch, just for the start of the fight to get that speed boost. I don't know if he's faster than me or not, but we're fixing to find out. Let's try it.
Are you ready?
Oh, wrong button. Alright, Sinspawn Gooey. This is definitely one of the tougher fights of the run so far. The toughest, actually.
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Oren telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is jacked.
Alright, here we go with the Sinspawn. Oh, he is faster than me. Okay. So we got Sinspawn Gooey here. He's got 12,000 attack and then 4,000 on the head. But he does have 800 arms as well. So what we're gonna do here is I am gonna go ahead and start working on this head here. I don't think he's susceptible to dark. No, he's not. Cool. I didn't think he was, but I just wanted to make sure. And then we're gonna switch Lulu in. Kind of the same thing. We're just gonna start working on this head. We really can't have him hitting us with that venom. If he does, we will catch ourselves in trouble quick. Let's go ahead and try to power break. I do think the power break goes through even if I only hit his arms. So, let's see. The head is moving suspiciously. So, good thing you can, because if you couldn't, I would be dead. Oh, okay. So now I'm in trouble here. His head is going to take a turn unless I hit it, so I have to hit the head. Okay, the head stops moving. And he's going to cast Thunder, which will give me an opportunity to go ahead and get Lou up. And he is going to cast Demi, which is probably one of the best case scenarios just because of the limited. Okay, I am going to go ahead and throw attack rolls out here, see what we can come up with. There we go, got it. Okay, so this attack reel is probably do about 200 or 300 to each body part. Okay, actually, a lot of it went to the head and the body, which is kind of ideal, really. Okay, I am going to go ahead and also do Orin's as well. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and see what that does. About 400 to each. Very nice. The head is moving suspiciously, so once again, I have to make sure I get a hit on this head. I wanted to use Lulu's Overdrive, but just to make sure we get everything going, we are going to go ahead and make sure that gets thrown out there. Okay, the head's going to stop moving, and he is going to... Waka's going to dodge. Big dodge there from Waka. And then a Thunder into Orin. Again, not really a big deal at all there. That crit was kind of big. Okay, so now that the head is not moving, we're going to go ahead and throw out a Fire Fury from Lulu. Got 8. Not too bad. Very nice. A bunch of them going into the head. That's always beautiful to see. And the head does cast Demi, which is also quite nice because that's completely percentage based. Alright, so that is still Power Break, which is very good. I am going to go ahead and actually throw out a high potion for Orin, though. And I do have to make sure I hit the head, so let's go ahead and make sure that happens. Very nice. Head stops moving. Okay. Into Orin as well. Very nice. One more time. I'm just going to throw another high potion out to Orin. So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of heal stalling out until Waka and Lulu are able to take out all of this head's health. Okay. And I intentionally did not want to kill that yet, just until I got the head taken down, because what I'll be able to do is I will be able to use Tidus and Kamari to kind of come in and help once the head goes down. Lulu will still be very helpful, but won't be as necessary. Oh, the head hit. So I am going to get venomed here. Lulu's going to go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a Phoenix down. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try to switch in Yuna instead, and we're going to start working on some cures here. She's just a little faster, so it'll kind of help me cycle turns a little bit better. Gonna go ahead and make sure I hit the head. I wouldn't mind seeing a Demi here. It does Thunder, however. Oh, but Waka does survive, which is a big survival there. we are going to go ahead and make sure Waka gets healed up as well. So he is going to Demi. And then do his physical attack. I think the only person it will kill should be Lulu. If he managed to hit Lulu, that would not be good. But he doesn't even try, so we're good. Got the head to stop moving, very nice. And we are gonna go ahead and try to heal up Lulu. I do think even at full health being... Oh, he misses though. Okay, we're slowly starting to chop down this beanstalk here. Pivoting Yuna in for the healing was definitely a lot better of a play than Orin now that I've got him power broke. I believe that stays for the whole fight. I don't think it ever goes away. So at this point, we're just kind of rotating through Waka and Lulu's attacks just to make sure we get the head taken out. The head's starting to move suspiciously again, but Lulu will put a stop to that. So this fight can definitely get a little scary if you're not careful. Definitely make sure you have Waka and Lulu prepared to come in. I do think the overdrives were definitely helpful as well. See, this is where the fight can kind of get out of hand a little bit. The head is not moving, and Waka will get another turn before it does, so I am safe to go ahead and bring up Yuna. Okay, so see, this is important here. So the head started to move, but then the body is going to take the next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I heal Yuna so she stays up. He's going to hit me with a Demi. And now it should be Waka's turn before the head gets to move. So I'm going to make sure he doesn't get that big hit on me with the Venom. The head's going to stop moving. He is going to Thunder Lulu, however, and she does go down. Kind of the same boat, though. We are just going to go ahead and bring her up. Waka gets a good dodge there. It's actually not a bad thing that Lulu went down there, because now I will have her Fury again, assuming she doesn't go down again before I'm able to get to it. Okay, we are going to go ahead and cure. And this guy's going to take a turn. Waka may actually get to his overdrive again as well. Okay, so this is a little risky. Actually, you know, I'm not going to risk it just because he only has 200 health left. So I could have Furied there, but I would have needed at least 3 of the Furies to go into that boss. And I just really didn't like those odds, so that's why I chose to kind of avoid that route. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of pivot. Now that the head's gone, I don't have to worry about that. We can start bringing in our physical attackers to start beating it down rather than having to worry about the heads. So I'm going to go ahead and cure Yuna. I'd really like to see him attack into Orin. That would be a perfect world. And he does. Great. Okay, so now I can bring... actually, I want to go with Kamari instead. So what we're going to do is now I've got my big attackers. And we're going to use Yuna to kind of heal. And I think actually if nobody gets in trouble here, which they didn't... This may be overextending just a little bit, but I want to go ahead and try to get Tidus in as well. He is immune to slow. And now I can just kind of bring in Yuna as necessary to heal. Okay. Let's go ahead with Kamari and try to take that out. We're going to rotate Yuna in to heal Orin. I definitely could have just used a high potion, but again, I'm trying to save resources as much as possible when I can. So if I have the opportunity to, I'm going to. Okay. Let's go ahead and cure Kamari. He's kind of in the death zone. So was Yuna. It's okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have Orin take that arm out. And then we're gonna have Kamari go ahead and bring Yuna back up. He is gonna go ahead and throw a Demi out, which is not terrible, I suppose. So what that's gonna do is let me keep working on this arm. Big damage there. Alright, and with that, I'm actually gonna... I better not. I'm gonna stay one more turn. I was gonna go ahead and go into Lulu and let her Fire Fury go off, but I want to get it to where basically all of it will go into only the boss. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take out that other arm. Kamari's gonna be able to get a hit off. And now I'm gonna switch Lulu in. And we're gonna get off another Fire Fury. Able to get 8 again. That is quite a bit of damage laying down into him. And he actually demis, which is really, really good for us, actually. The more he... Demi is actually an attack that can't kill you. I forgot Kamari can kind of heal himself a little bit. That kind of takes me just out of that danger zone from his attacks. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch Lulu out anyway, so I'm just going to leave him in to make the attack. And I'm going to go into Yuna and let her heal Orin. Demi again, very nice. That's like best case scenario. So what that's going to let me do now is it's going to let me heal Yuna. Kamari should be able to lance it himself just out of that damage range. 389, he's like right at it. And now we just kind of got to start beating up these arms. So they're going to keep regenerating. Okay. Just gonna let Kamari. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for now. I do have Tidus with a full overdrive in the background. I don't know if this dude's damage scales based off if he has his arms or not. I don't really remember. I am going to go ahead and let Orin use his overdrive. Ooh, I got a crit on one of the arms, so that it's going to take it out. Okay, Kamari's back in. And we're going to go ahead and cure Kamari. Yes, that 360 range is kind of the sweet spot. As long as I can stay above that 360 health thresh, I'm not really worried about too much. Kamari, and then Orin's gonna drop the last arm. Very nice, big crit. He'll probably Demi here. Yep. Alright, so I think this is the point where I'm going to try to overextend just a little bit with Tidus. Hey, I got it first try that time. See if I can get some big damage there. Yep, 700. Then we're going to throw a potion his way. Ooh, that's a big dodge from Orin. The only thing I hate about this is I don't have sensor. What weapons does he have? Just the Brotherhood. But since he actually doesn't have any, he doesn't have a weakness to what I'm trying to do, I think that's actually a pretty good play. Alright, so let's just go ahead and attack. Another Demi. Okay, so Kamari's kind of in that scary range again. As is Orin. So when the arms are up, Tidus really can't do a whole lot other than just heal others. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that Orin's way. It's a big hit, kind of the same way. We're gonna throw one Kamari's way. Okay, Kamari with a big dodge there. And this should take that one out. I always keep critting with Orin, like when I don't need the crit. Okay. Tidus is in kind of that random zone, but I'm going to try to risk it here. Just for the sake of speed. Alright. So now Tidus is in the danger zone. He will definitely have to heal himself here. And here comes Orin. Yeah. I'm going to just stay in this kind of format, I think. I was thinking about going to Lulu and trying to cycle some magical spells to try to speed the process up a little bit, but I definitely think this is the safer route for sure. I'm going to go ahead and bring Orin's health all the way up. I do think Lulu is a viable option, but I think this is the safest way. Alright, Kamari's kind of in that danger zone. Tidus kind of is too. I think this is a pretty good opportunity. I'm going to try to get aggressive with Lulu here and try to speed things up just a little. I mean, he really only does 179. It's not really... I don't think the speed up is worth the risk here. So I do think I'm definitely going to go ahead and switch Lulu out. Just the difference between her and Tidus is not worth the risk that I'm taking. Her overdrive does have quite a bit of a ceiling, but alright. Stay right above that little cap, Kamari. That's all you gotta do, buddy. Okay. Throw another potion out. I think I saw he was a little over 5,000 health, so just a few more good rotations from Orin and he should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Kamari a high potion just to stay out of that danger zone. Oh wow, I didn't expect to get 2 turns in a row here. Then we're gonna go ahead and just hit this thing. Yeah, see, it's like him attacking really isn't worth it unless the fins are down, because when the fins are down, he's able to definitely put forward a lot more. Kamari got the warrior function. Potion yourself. So as you guys can see, these fights are definitely pretty drawn out. They will speed up quite a bit whenever we get our last party member, but just for the time being, you kind of just gotta... You're basically heal stalling, really. Letting Tidus pick up some heavy lifting. And as you start working your way back towards everything, you will slowly take them out. Go throw a potion Kamari's way. Good thing I did. I don't think he quite would have died, but he'd have been very close. Don't worry guys, here soon this challenge fixing to get a lot easier. There's one specific party member we're fixing to get, and she is a boss. Her name is Riku. That's right, Riku from the beginning of the game is coming back. Okay, so that kind of puts Tidus and Kamari into the danger zone, but this potion actually lets them both get another turn, which is pretty nice. It's definitely a good thing I bought all these potions from Owaka for sure. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I cannot give up all of Orin's damage, so we're gonna do this. Luckily, with the things down, it's not really that much of a difference, but I'm gonna get aggressive here just a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what. That's 2 demis in a row. Arms are probably going back now. Yep. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how much health this thing has left, so after he goes ahead and makes a move, I will check real fast. He's down to 3594. Okay, sweet. So I'm actually going to leave Yuna in here for just a second. We're going to go ahead and heal Kamari. I was trying to think of a way around losing a character, and this is really the only way I was able to kind of come up with. Okay, and this kind of helps see the health on those things a little better too. Go ahead and throw a cure out to Orin. And Yuna is almost out of cures here, so I do got to be a little careful. I got 2 cures left with her. And then she's pretty much useless the rest of the fight after that. So I don't really need any of her cures right now, so I think I'm gonna switch over back to Tidus. We're gonna potion him. And he's gonna take out this arm. Very nice. Alright, so Warren has just about creeped his way up to his overdrive again. As you guys can see, these boss fights do get so tedious so quick. Do need Kamari to lance at his way just to a little bit more health. Then let Tidus swing away. He is gonna Demi, which actually is good for me because it gives Orin his overdrive. We're gonna go ahead and hit Kamari, then hit with Tidus, and then we're gonna go ahead and heal Kamari just so Kamari doesn't die. Okay, slowly making our way into here. Orin is low enough to go ahead and get him a high potion. I want to do a health check real quick. 2997. Alright, we're getting there. Okay, I probably should have healed Tidus there in hindsight, but yeah. Oh, there we go. A big hit. It's kind of funny. I know I said these episodes are going to kind of start trying to get shorter and shorter, but these bosses just have other intentions. Alright. Ooh, this is a kind of a tough spot here. I can basically keep everybody alive with 2 potions, though. Orin's overdrive be pretty nice. He's gonna Demi, which is totally fine. Orin's overdrive here. Okay. Dealing 400 to 2 of them. Tidus is pretty much useless when the things are up. He's gonna dimmy again. Potion spamming. Okay. That thing can't have much left. Ah, crap. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and hit this. Oh, I got a crit. Very nice. I'm glad I went with that one and not the other one. The other one's like got nothing left. Okay. He is gonna go ahead and hit Orin, which is actually totally fine. Go ahead and high potion Orin. That's about as valuable as a high potion is gonna get in this whole run. Almost healed the whole 1,000 health. Alright, here. Let's go ahead and make sure we stand. Oh, that's a big hit there. Okay, let's go ahead and heal Tidus. We're gonna have Tidus go ahead and spiral cut. Alright, 345. So earlier he must have definitely critted when he did the 700. Let's see, how much health does he have now? Alright, he's down to 948. So, we are gonna have Kamari make the ultimate sacrifice. And I do think I could have done this quite a bit earlier, but I just wanted to make sure I got him. So, one time Kamari for everybody. Oh, yep, 1900. And down he goes. So I definitely could have just done that at the beginning of that turn and not had the two others use theirs, but a good hit nonetheless. Alright, so we are going to go into a pretty long cutscene here, so I will see you guys at the end of it.
Look out!
Alright, round 2 here with the same boss fight, but we do have a little bit of help this time.
Stand back, Lady Una.
Yes.
Alright, so we do have kind of the same principle here of same boss fight, 6,000 health, the head with the venom, but this time we have Seymour, and Seymour has access to level 2 spells. So all he's gonna do is boom, one shot for the head. I think you can already kind of figure this run is going to be much quicker. And I do believe the boss does quite a bit less damage as well, but we're going to power break him anyway, because as you've seen, that did way less damage than it did momentarily. Okay, and it's basically just kind of spamming Seymour's hit and guarding with everybody else, and heal him if he needs it, but he usually doesn't because of how fast he is. In just a couple hits, you'll take him down this time. I usually don't even bother hitting with anybody else. Alright, 2 more of those and he's done. And since I'm guarding, my pool of worry is a lot lower than usual because his damage is already significantly lowered from the last fight, but it's lowered even more now. As you can see, when you guard, he only hits you for 30 damage. This was just kind of a fight to kind of show off Seymour, I believe. Very nice. But yeah, I feel bad Kamari had to self-destruct to make sure we won that last fight, but it needed to happen. We got 6 level 1 key spears. Those may be good later on for mixing.
The others!
Alrighty, as everybody just learned, the power of sin is pretty brutal. He is definitely not one to be taken lightly. There's a couple pretty shitty cutscenes we gotta listen to, but here's one of them. You're welcome.
What's going on? Why? What? What's going on?
Don't you run away from me!
Everyone, stand back! I'll summon!
You won't hurt it. Your powers are still too weak.
But I must do something!
You can't.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day. Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market. Maybe I was angry. Maybe I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Zanarkand and my old man.
What?
They say you don't practice anymore, that you're gonna retire.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever I want.
Then do it now.
What did you say?
You just said you can't.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Why not today?
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow? There he goes again, crying.
I thought I sensed my old man there. Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin playing tricks on my mind. How many died today? People die and Yuna dances. When will she stop dancing? When will it stop? Yuna won't stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone. Those were my thoughts then, I think.
I see you're still here.
Huh?
Many stories ended here today. But yours goes on, I see.
What? Sin had come and gone, but I remained here.
Alright guys, I do think Tidus is finally coming to a little bit of realization that Jecht is Sin. So there's definitely a little bit of story development there.
You were in contact with Sin again. The toxin. Are you okay?
Yes, I do think he is realizing that he is definitely him. But with that, like I said, the bosses are definitely starting to kick up a little bit, so this episode is a little longer just because of the Sin spawn. But with that, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is Primal. I'll see you guys next time. Primal out.